Springbok fillet is a true South African delicacy, and today I am so excited to show you how to fry this delicate cut of meat to absolute perfection. And I will also be showing you how to make chimichurri sauce that you can serve with this fillet. Springbok fillet is a beautiful lean piece of game meat that just melts in your mouth if it is cooked properly. Before you can start preparing the steak, you must remove all the visible sinews from the fillet, as that will be tough and unpleasant to eat. Once you have removed all the sinews and unwanted bits, you can set the steak aside for a moment and grab a sheet pan or rectangular dish. Since Springbok fillet is such a lean meat, I marinate the fillets in olive oil. The olive oil adds flavor to the meat and ensures a buttery soft texture. Drizzle about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil across the bottom of the dish. Then sprinkle about half a teaspoon of freshly ground Himalayan salt and a quarter teaspoon of black pepper across the bottom of the dish over the oil. To flavor the meat, I use a barbecue meat spice. I use a brand that is grain and sugar-free. You will need 2 teaspoons of the barbecue spice. Ground coriander is a delicious anti-inflammatory spice that pairs very well with meat, and I use it often in many different meat dishes. So I will also add 1 teaspoon of that and sprinkle that over the bottom of the dish as well. Place the fillet steak into the spiced dish and season the top half of the fillet steaks with all the spices again. Drizzle some more olive oil over the fillets and roll the steaks in the seasoning and olive oil to make sure it is properly coated all over. For the best results, I usually marinate the steak for 6 to 8 hours. But if you are crunched for time, an hour or 2 will also do. Cover the dish with cling film and leave the steaks to marinate. In the meantime, I will prepare the chimichurri sauce, as this sauce is also much more delicious if the ingredients are allowed to marry for a couple of hours. Chimichurri sauce is a spicy herby sauce that pairs extremely well with the Springbok fillet steak. For this, you will need about half a cup of finely chopped Italian parsley. Garlic is added for its sweet aromatic flavor. I would not recommend that you use store-bought crushed garlic, as this may result in a stronger and less sweeter taste. Chopping the garlic by hand will result in more evenly sized pieces. Finely chop 4 cloves of garlic and add it to the chopped parsley. Now you can add the rest of the ingredients for the chimichurri sauce. You will need 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, 1 tablespoon of dried oregano, and 1 tablespoon of dried red chili flakes. I'm using smoked chili flakes today. You can also use finely diced fresh red chilies if you prefer. Also add half a teaspoon of salt and about a quarter teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. Lastly, you will need half a cup of extra virgin olive oil. Stir all the ingredients together until it is well combined. Keep the sauce in the fridge until you are ready to serve it. My fillet steaks have been marinating the whole day, and I am ready to throw these babies onto the braai. To ensure that the meat don't stick to the grill, I turn the steaks over every now and then. For the best tasting Springbok fillet, you want the meat to be a blush pink inside and definitely not overcooked. For this size of whole fillet, you will braai the pieces of meat on the gas braai for a total of 7 minutes on each side for a perfectly cooked medium fillet. Remove the fillets from the braai and let it rest for 5 minutes so that the meat juices can have time to settle. This looks absolutely mouth-watering delicious, and it smells so great. Slice the fillets in 1/2 centimeter thick pieces. Just be careful not to burn, as the meat is still quite hot. Maybe use a pair of tongs to assist you rather than using your fingers like I am doing here. Arrange the pieces of meat on a serving dish in such a way that you showcase the beautiful pink color of the perfectly cooked steak. And this is how you make the best springbuck fillet. You can just see how tender and juicy this steak is. Drizzle the chimichurri sauce over the steak for a match made in heaven. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. See you next time.